what would you say is the difference between a criminal case and a civil case?
Criminal case, I mean, it's kind of in the name. An actual law has been broken.
Civil case has a lot less preponderance of evidence that's necessary. I do know that.
A civil case does not carry the burden of proof. A criminal case, you are innocent until proven guilty.
A criminal case, people can go to jail. Civil case, they cannot go to jail.
So these guys got it pretty well right in terms of the distinction between civil and criminal. Certainly what's at stake in a criminal matter is your liberty. If it's a criminal matter, then always there is the potential of jail. And in a civil case, nobody's going to go to jail at the end of the day.
The difference between criminal and civil law, I would say, goes to the heart of what the society's objectives are. So when you think of a criminal law, you're thinking of an injury to the community that's codified through statute. These are criminal codes that are passed by the legislature. They're saying, we value the protection against this crime so importantly that we're willing to pass a law saying doing this action violates the community and the state. And so always in written code and always an injury to the community as a whole. So you often think of a case in criminal law, you go to jail, right? There's some kind of punitive outcome that could result in probation, community service, prison time, so on and so forth. Also, in the criminal context, I think as someone had mentioned correctly, the burdens of proof are different. Because we care about the protection of civil liberty so dearly, we have the highest burden of proof with a presumption of innocence. So we call this beyond a reasonable doubt. And that requires the state or the city or the feds to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, which in simple terms means there's little to no doubt that this alleged perpetrator did the act that the jurisdiction claims that person did. By contrast, civil law is typically cases between private parties, although the public entities such as cities and states can bring civil claims against private parties. In the civil sense, you're thinking of typically money damages or court orders that require a party to do something.
Money is usually involved. Property is often involved. And even in a family law matter where you're, disrupting a marriage is being disrupted, and then the decision has to be made about who gets the toaster.